Hi, everybody. Okay, so I got one more little update about court things, and then I'll move on to the soaps. Okay, um, the reason why I titled it Roast Update is because, and it's kind of funny and really ironic because I had talked about this a couple of months ago when the possibility of they could have tried to say, could you please overturn Hannah Gutierrez's sentence because due to what happened in Alec Baldwin trial. Now, I will not go back over that because it was long and very involved here. Okay, so if you want to know about that, just look on my channel at Alec Baldwin trial. It only lasted 3 days. It was a big all right. So, uh, due to that, I said maybe Jason Bowles, who was Hannah Gutierrez's attorney, might go for a retrial or to have the charges dismissed or, what have you. But then I also went into, well, that doesn't make logical sense because her crime had nothing to do with um, what happened in Alec Baldwin's trial because, and I will say this again and again and again because I believe it. Um, her job was an armor on the set of Rust. Okay, to give you a quick definition for all the people out there who don't know what armor is, and if you know what armor is, I'm not trying to rehash, just trying to give context here. Okay, an armor is a person on a film set whose only job is to make sure that there is no live ammunition in weapons and or that everyone has whatever they need as far as that goes. Okay, so there's one major problem. Hannah Gutierrez was not qualified for this job. Also, secondarily, she was not supposed, in my opinion, she should not have taken the job because she was not qualified. And also, she was considered because her stepfather was well known in the industry for having that job. Okay? But it doesn't matter if you're not qualified for it. So what happened is she didn't check the guns, which is part of the job, and she didn't check to make sure that they weren't live ammo, which there is another question of how the live ammo got onto a movie set. But I don't think that's relevant because even if it was, okay, if it was live or not, you check the guns before anything happens. Therefore, nothing can happen if you check it. So, she did not do her job properly. Therefore, it led to the unaliving of Helena Hutchins. Now, the reason why this is so sad is because Helena Hutchins was in the prime of her life, married to the love of her life, had a 9-year-old son, and now her husband has to raise him alone. Now, I said, and you know, at first I said, oh, they could do something with Hannah, but I said no, and then I thought, no, well, what happened with her is number one, she's already sentenced, so you would have a judge, any judge would have to overturn the sentence for anything to happen. Now, it has been known to happen, but on very rare occasions that a judge overturns either a sentence that he or she made and or a sentence that someone else made. because a judge is kind of known as the ultimate finder of fact. And, they're not going to go, oh, yeah, oops. I didn't consider all the facts and I messed up here. I mean, if they really did, yes. But in my mind, this was a kind of clear cut case, as clear cut as you can get. Um, were there mistakes made and everything else? Yes, but that doesn't change what she did or did not do. That ultimately uh, made the event happen. It's a but for, okay? But for the actions of her, the unaliving would not have happened. Clear cut. Okay. So uh to get to the end of this, there was no ruling today, but the judge is supposed to make a ruling early next week. But I don't see her overturning it or releasing her in any fashion whatsoever. If I do, if it happens, I'll make another video next week and with my mouth like this and say I was wrong. But I don't think so. All right. Bye, guys.